In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a blind to enhance your Zoom meetings and how to make some really amazing YouTube content. Hi, my name is Sean Bruce from CAD People UK, and this is my first ever online published video. This hopefully is the first in a series of videos that's going to give you tips on how to look more professional when attending online meetings, some of the do's and don'ts of online networking, and how to use visual communication to enrich how you and your business look. So, how does a blind enhance your Zoom meetings? Well, I've been working as a business development manager for CAD People UK throughout lockdown, and I've been working from home, as you can see, in my garden shed, looking for the best ways to communicate with my business audience. It was clear to me that it was a good idea to be part of online communities, to take a look at the online versions of my usual networking groups that I generally attend, and also it was highly important to keep in contact with my colleagues at work. I'm sure by now it's no surprise to you that Zoom has become one of the most popular platforms to connect with colleagues, customers, friends and family. I mean, I could talk to you about all the others: Facebook, WhatsApp video, House Party, Skype, Teams, you name it, but certainly the one that everybody seems to have adopted most and has come to the top of late has got to be Zoom. And with Zoom comes a lot of cool options that are easily accessible to spice up your appearance. The most common of these is to use one of the nice images under virtual backgrounds, and then suddenly I'm transported from my shed to standing in front of the Golden Gate Bridge, or having some nice long grass behind me, or even outer space. Then, if you're even more creative, you could use video backgrounds and have everyone watching thinking that you've taken a trip to the Northern Lights, or perhaps even escaped the pandemic to your own private beach location. Personally, I don't think these are very believable. And for any of you that have tried this, you'll know it comes with mixed results. Everything will be fine 1 minute, and then you'll move your hand too quickly, or you go to pick up your mug and suddenly your hand, your arm, your mug, something in the background, your hairline is magically disappeared. Now, I'm not going to go into the technical reasons of why this actually happens, but essentially the software that Zoom's using has decided that your hand has become the background and wants to magically make it disappear into the background. So how can we stop this from happening? Well, there's some really easy things you can do. The easiest thing you can do is to make everything behind you the same colour. That way you can use that colour as a key to define you from the background. And if that's in place, it's much easier for Zoom and other similar programs to identify you from the background. Well, you can go onto Amazon and just buy yourself a green screen. That'll cost you upwards of around £80, and it'll give you a stand, some plastic clips and a piece of green cloth. What you essentially do is take that green cloth, stretch it over the stand, put the clips on and pray to God that there's no wrinkles in it and that it's not casting shadows and lots of other bits of issues. Basically, I'm not recommending that you do that. I'm suggesting what you do instead is get a blind. But what if your office looks like mine and has some other intended purpose? Maybe it's a gym, maybe it's your dining room table, or perhaps it's your customer showroom. So what I did was I looked online for a green screen blind and I really couldn't find one. I wanted to ensure this was going to be a quality product, and I thought I would contact my local blinds company. So I spoke to a chap called Andy Farmer down at Village Blinds in East Kilbride, and he came up with like the most amazing option, and he's now doing this as a standard product available for home delivery throughout the UK. Now this turned out to be the daddy of green screens, and it comes with a beautiful white aluminium pelmet, and check this, it's even motorised. The thing I like most about it is that it comes with a matching aluminium bottom bar, which really keeps the blind weighed down and straight, and that's a big plus point for green screens. The cool thing about this is that it's a lithium-ion motor, which means that there's no wires at all. It's a rechargeable model, and you can just plug it in for like 6 hours and it does for like half the year. It can be installed anywhere, no wires, comes with a cool, sleek RF touchscreen remote that you can hook into smart home appliances if you want as well. So once you got your green screen installed, what are you going to do with it? Well, the answer is pretty much anything that you see in the movies. But for the purposes of this video, we're just going to talk about what you would use it for video calling and awesome backgrounds. Once you've got your camera set up, the only other thing I'd say that's really important is lighting. If you don't have good lighting, then you're going to get shadows behind you on your green screen. That's going to affect how well the software works, and essentially it's not going to see all one colour because the shadow will create a darker colour of green behind you. So we're going to assume that your green screen's installed properly, you've got your camera set up, your lighting's ready to go, and we want to have our first really professional Zoom video call. So go into Zoom, click on the settings and go to virtual backgrounds. And in virtual backgrounds, I want you to click on I have a green screen. Instantly, you'll see the background's majorly improved. No weird hands fading away into the background, although please do remember, wearing a green top really isn't the greatest idea, especially if it's the exact same colour as your background, or you're going to have a transparent chest. And then what you want to do is add some really cool images to your background. Maybe put in your company logo, or perhaps really get creative and have a company showreel video going on in the background. Other options is to use additional software like OBS, Open Broadcast Software, as a free program that allows you to do a lot more, but I'll maybe cover that in my next video. So I'm keen to know what most people are using for video conferencing and webinars right now. So let me know in the comments below what you think the best software is right now and why. Is it Zoom, is it Teams, or is it something new that I've not heard about? So I'd just like to say a massive thanks to Village Blinds who helped me out with my setup. They spec'd this blind out, they came and installed it for me. And if anybody wants to get this blind, which is, for the technical folk out there, 1.8 metres wide and 2.5 metres drop, you can get that from Village Blinds as a standard product for £99, which I think is an amazing price considering what you get. Once again, I'm Sean Bruce from CAD People UK. I hope you've really enjoyed watching my first ever YouTube video. I'll be posting some links in the description below regarding my home office setup, the camera, the lighting, and the blind itself. I'll post the link for Village Blinds, so if you're interested in purchasing one of these blinds, you can get in touch directly. If you'd like to know more about green screen editing or what CAD People UK are doing in the near future, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.